Alright, so this is my audience. Okay. So, how many of y'all have ever played baseball? Oh, you have. Alright, well today, for those of you who haven't played baseball, I'm going to demonstrate how you throw baseball, or this can easily be adapted to throwing a softball as well. I really think this is a fun, interesting thing to learn because it's a good way of getting out there and being active without being too extremely exertive, but it also is a mild form of exercise. So, in addition to that, it can also be a social aspect. A lot of other men and women go out and play slow pitch softball, and it's a good way of getting exercise. You can hang out with your friends, you can go have some drinks afterwards. It's just a really good way of getting out there and becoming active. I personally, I have played baseball since I was about 5. I played in high school as well. I was on varsity for 3 years. So I do have a solid amount of experience when it comes to playing baseball. So to begin, I really think that this is a fun skill to learn. It's relatively easy to learn, and it can get you out there, have some fun in the community. I know in my area, Random Park, there's a big softball complex where lots of adults go. People will go with companies and play. It's a good way to socialize with your coworkers and even bosses. It's a good way to make some connections with the executives as well. So when you start out, the first thing you need is you're going to need a baseball and a glove. We're going to talk about a baseball because it's a little easier to demonstrate. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to grip the baseball, you want to grip it across the seam. So you want it to look like that. Can everyone see that? Okay, good. So you want to grip it like that. And this is going to allow the baseball to travel straight, and it won't curve off in any direction, and it'll be a nice straight path right to where you want to throw it to. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to stand sideways. So if I'm throwing to someone right there, then I'm going to want to stand like this. And you're going to have your hands together like so, and then the first thing is you're going to break your hands. They're going to come out and down in a circular motion. And you're going to turn your hand this way, and you want to see the V. That's how I was always taught. So you see the V. You don't see that here. I'll turn this way so everyone can see it. So you can see the V like so. And then as you bring your arm back into this nice L shape, as you can see there's an L there, you're going to point your glove towards the person you're throwing it to. So once again, from the beginning, you're going to be like this. You're going to break your arms, make your L, point at the person, and then you're going to step, and then you're going to bring your glove into your chest and push off and throw, like that. So, to speed it up a little bit, you're going to break your arms, point your glove, step, and throw. So you can see, it's relatively simple. Did everyone get a good glimpse of that? Alright, I'll do it one more time, and I'll face this way this time. So if I'm throwing to you right there, I'm turning sideways to you. I'm going to break my hands, and you can see the V. So see how I have the V there? My glove's out in front, and then I step, and I throw the ball to you. And since I have it with the seams in this direction, it will travel in a nice straight manner. And if you wanted to adapt this to a softball, the only difference would be, since it's a much bigger ball, you'll use 3 fingers, or maybe, depending on the size of your hand, 4 fingers. So you throw it like this, and then instead of seeing the V, I guess you'd see the W, and then gloves are out, and you'd step and throw. So the only difference between a softball and baseball necessarily would be this. So overall, as you see, it's a relatively simple skill to learn. It will allow you to get out there and socialize, um, and and really can make you lots of friends. I know uh, one man who I have played with a couple times, and he's played so much softball that he knows the majority of people who go to the complex and play. And so a lot of the times after he plays one game with his team, other teams will tell him, we need extra players, so why don't you come play with us? And it's just a great way to meet new people. Everyone out there is always friendly, and they're having a good time. They're getting exercise, which is one of the big issues that many Americans have these days, is being overweight and sedentary when they're supposed, instead of getting out there doing something active, they'd rather sit and play video games. So this is a good way of breaking that cycle, and I hope people get out there. If they don't just go out there and try throwing a baseball, maybe take a step further and join a team, because that will make it a lot more enjoyable. Thank you.